Alright. Wait, what playlist is this? Where are we? Um... Whatever, we'll just leave it. Alright. The management is restless. The problem has been contained. Hello. Happy Friday. Oh, we got some stuff to talk about. We got some cooking to do. There is also a grand arena to do. Kind of wish I was able to start earlier, but there's always more time in the future. Alright. There has been some testing being done in the event server for Chimere. And I popped my head in. Mostly just because I saw people were bitching about, like, oh, why is his Ezra so slow? Weird. His start color is so fast. It's like, if you're gonna do testing, please just ask me. I'll remodel whatever makes sense for the team. But yeah, I got to talk about units and shit. And as always, obligatory events sandbox testing is not real testing. It is not under realistic conditions. There's any number of reasons to throw away the results, but it's fun. That's all I really give a shit about right now. It's fun. Gives a nice visual aid for certain mechanics that are maybe less tangible when you're just reading the kit. So I figure we can think about Chimere tonight. Perhaps get ready. I assume we're like 3.5 weeks away at this point until he comes out. And then God knows how long until Maul is playable. So there will be a period pre-Maul, right? At least I think. Is there? We'll see. Yeah. Let's talk about that. And then, kind of in that same vein, does any of that stuff also influence her looking into R10? Plus, who the fuck am I even looking at R10 next anyway? I just have not figured out yet. And then, yeah, we should probably do the dang Grand Arena thing, huh? I said management is no longer restless. That was a fucking lie. Behold, the gremlin. Hey man, if you just want to perch up there, that's fine. Just don't go for the coffee again. Hey bud. Alright, I am seeing a distinct lack of Galactic Legends. I am seeing exactly one. It's gonna be one of those nights, huh? Weirdly enough, this will actually probably take a little bit more time to do some figuring then. Don't R10 Ezra like your opponent did. Buddy, believe me, it's probably not gonna happen. The only reason why I would R10 Ezra would be the evasion and the crit avoidance to try to just like ego check Night Sisters in some contexts. But if you want to block Night Sisters, we already have the means to do that in the current Datacron sets, so like... But why? Plus, I'm still having fun with the whole pull Ezra to bait shitty banner trades angle. What are we doing? What are they doing? There is a trade on defense, finally. It is support run? I see. When is the last time that I saw Trey on defense? What the hell did I do against it? Insight 3v3 counters, me 3v3 defense. Shut off recent seasons. Yeah. Treya. Oh, this is my defense. That's why Treya is so high. My offense. She is extremely the fuck low. Dude, I have seen more apparently Malik lead, Hera lead, Thrawn lead, Veers lead, Boss lead? What is happening? As a vicious attack yet? Yeah, he's scheming. That'll be my parrot. Oh wait, I did all of those correctly. Hold up. How the fuck do I use insight? 3v3 counters. Load 3v3 me 3v3 offense. Defending team Treya. That did not help. That actually made it so much worse. We did QA and Balin apparently. I know we did Balin last season. No, I remember it. You thought my cat was a gift behind me? It is. But you guys thought otherwise? This is all just green screen shit. It's just a video file playing. Balin does serve other purposes. Treya front wall to try to bait Balin does sound like a thing that could be done to be worth doing to be fucking with people. What have I done in the last 4 seasons? Nobody is posting motherfucker, I just have 0 practice on this shit. I mean, Saw could probably do it if we just want, like, a generic fuck man, I don't know, option to send. We apparently did Qui-Gon once, but that sounds highly questionable to me. I guess Annihilus? What? Why the fuck would I do that? We just raw dogged sending Qui-Gon lead against Treya, and it worked? We won in 37 seconds. What the hell happened here? And the Balin shit lost. Fuck, man, is this just Saw? I mean, having Saw for QA would be lovely. Nope. Oh god, you really are a pair now. Like Delta from JK? Nah, this was pre that shit. That also was a video file, by the way. Why, that looks like get me food? Brother, again, do you understand how little people post Trey on me? And apparently how little I held Saw today. Good for him. I'm happy for him. It's good for him to finally get back on defense every now and then. Offense me is having a quick meeting with defense me asking, hey, what's up? What are we doing exactly? Great mothers? Interactive gives the future? Yeah, it's all acting. Why is Jim on offense? Why is Saul on defense? I mean, Saul's on defense because it sounds fun. I mean, fun is not the word I would use. Saul's on defense because I was just like, go my child. Fucking, I don't care about the season anymore. I just wanted to see Luthen hurt something. I mean, we could maybe try it, but like, I would still say I am wary. At least in the past, I know that I've been able to block it. I don't know that the Nihilist has enough protection, though. It would need, like, slightly more, I think. Wasn't it this? I need to, like, scout what people are doing to me. Me 3v3 defense. Yeah. The one time people used Padme against my Trey in 3v3, lost. That's about the vibe. I don't know, man. Granted, I am the motherfucker who techs shit, so it's entirely probable that they just aren't teched for it, but it feels like you're literally just staking a gamble. Okay, I can win with a 200% protection or percent health or 400%. Game is crap, by the way. Fit to screen. As you wish. Oh god, that's really crap, though. It looked correct at a glance, and it just snapped back to incorrect. You can see why there may have been a problem, I guess. Vaguely correct? What the hell is this? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna let this shit rock. I'm not gonna question it. If it's what y'all want to see, I have a bad feeling about this. It might be fine. I don't hate it. Check this. I got it in protection mode. I did. You didn't. I seem to be the only person who cared about this shit back in the day because I was the only person who was getting fucking get made back in the day. There's a non-zero chance I'm gonna regret using GMI here as well. Huh. I assume we're supposed to just hit this shit, but like, mechanically speaking, like they have protection up. They have bonus protection. My assumption is that this is correct. I don't think we have time to. Alright, we lose. Good talk. The fuck I say. I should listen to me more often. Perhaps. Don't worry. It'll get better. I know how to improve this. Yeah. Fuck that shit. Like, you say basic and GMI can finish? Motherfucker, if GMI has to finish, that's a good game. That's just it. You are basically staking a gamble that you can nuke out. I assume it would have to be Nihilus. Because Treya has all that extra shielding. Yeah. Oh well. It's my fault. With that being said, what's plan A? GM doesn't really have a capital J job yet. Bless Morgan potentially will just come down. I mean, GM is positioned well against support Crown, right? Is kind of the idea. I don't think we need attacker Crown. We have 6 in the chamber. You'll grab me a bit of how you do it. The answer is either I use Padme heal and then hope they don't isolate on a light side person, or I didn't get Padme isolated. I could get isolated. I'm gonna hazard a guess. Didn't I make them slower than Morgan? Or was it maybe only in 5v5? Do we actually wish to do this? It deals damage 3 times. That's my speed. Die now, please. Sportcraft really bones a lot of the value trade counters. I mean, this seems hyper fucking straightforward unless somehow there's angst about needing to hold GM elsewhere. But considering she's been sitting on defense, I didn't really feel the lack of her presence unless I'm just woefully unaware of something. I assume there's a Zori back wall, but kind of who cares? Alright, we need to go on Zam. She did not die in 1 this time. How come they didn't remake Debts? Huh? I swear there's a bug happening here. I swear, like, this clause Or is it when does expire? It's not when they get popped. So Zam fucking sucks here. Wait, what? The entire power fantasy I thought was more or less detonator Darth Vader lead. But the moment that Zam does the thing she's gonna do, I mean, she's effectively saying, okay, you don't get permanent power from deaths, but she converts it into her offense stacking. But she just dies. This squad has no tank. I think we can do better than this comp. I don't think that this is the best way to run this team. I mean, this just probably Dynamalgus either way, right? But just think of it this way, right? If Zam wasn't perma-popping to deaths, then they would just keep coming back and healing Malgus back to full anyway. So you're kind of forked. I don't think there's an out. Oh, this is kind of cool. I don't think this is, like, insanely strong, but it's not a bad idea. It feels better than just a raw dog Afra. The Bobocron seems built for 5v5. The Bobocron seems built for the game 5 years ago. What flavor are you? Oh yes, Trench Cron. I mean, this will be bad banners protection-wise, but... Oftentimes a JML cron, it has what we want, but I don't know if we need... I mean, do we just... We've been using that cron for something, though. What the fuck have we been using it for? I feel like... No, we've been using this for Star Killer. Yeah. No. Let's not. I would like to blight you now, please. Ma'am? Oh. Thank you. Oh, that was a BT... It looked like a BT1 assist off of a Django turn, but the motherfucker takes so long to base, like it just never came out. $54 as advertised. What do we do on this? I think I used to do DR, but we don't have DR. I guess GM would have been nice here. What about, like, Tarkin? I want to say just by sheer relative power level, that sounds bad. but I still feel like this team is worse than the sum of their parts. Like, maybe it's actually not that bad. Right? What flavor are you? It's not FOTP either. I know we saw this one sitting around. I like the crit chance too. What am I not considering here? Tarkin stacks defense. She does largely true damage. That's probably not great. Anything else? I don't think this is like a slam dunk matchup, but I actually don't think I hate the positioning. Even though I would rate our team as lower in power. But if we're just trying to make a quick buck. Okay, there's 3 crowns. We don't need to sort. Okay, that's kind of hot, actually. Less potency, so less damage, but I mean... I don't know. Okay, what's the Order 66 clause? Whenever an enemy dispels taunt from Scorch, they are inflicted with Order 66 for 2 turns. So that is largely going to come from crew halts, I would imagine. I don't think she really does it. She prevents it. Wait, no. But the auto dispel on healing back to full, but that largely just happens to start a match. That might happen, but she's going to be untargetable. Well... the shock ain't great. Can I tell you to fuck off now? Not as much as I was hoping. Farewell, DCT. Why do I ever say the words "maybe it's dark" and I think we know the answer. This is where I would use Queen Amidala or Padme Amidala if I had one. I still feel like for Chuck to ever be taken seriously, I really think the boy just needs a lot of crit chance, some crit damage. Again, need that thing to be the world ender. You can't just have it. Like, I don't think a Tarkin grind out is ever really realistic, unless it's like very specific matchups. I want that man to stack, and then I want that man to punch you in the face in a one-hit knockout fashion. I think that sounds like the only semi-real path to victory. This is vaguely funny. One of these is the SLK Kron, though, is the problem. I'm gonna say it's that one. Neener. We did not already have advantage? Fucking die, please. Alright, they can't die yet, because it's still one turn off. Horrible banners. We are not GA saying well tonight. The support has to be faster than Padme. That would have had zero impact on me winning or losing today. The Savage ate both turns and then Padme got isolated. Like, there was no out. Do we just a monkey see Temple Guard, a monkey do Sith Eternal? Is that how the season is going? Is Leia on Ezra duty and Sith Eternal on Temple Guard duty? I guess. Mirror works with Faster Librarian. What is this, fucking Harry Potter? I'm afraid I must insist. If it's Tankron, kind of who gives a shit, though? If it was Attacker, I would maybe consider ulting right now, but I don't think we need to. Link is so far away, though. He died anyway. Weird. Are you doing a new R10 or not yet? It will not be until next GAC lock. -1. Farewell. Quagged our Luthen. Let's talk about it. The Geels were in the back. I want my salty run back. I'm just gonna do the thing. This is not Tank Krun. This is Barris Krun? What? How does that change things? What stops you from just willfully killing Barris? It's going to double Ahsoka's health, but then what? Or not her health, her offense. Do we care? Oh, thank God, another Coper. Hello. What flavor are you? 22, that's a fairly high number. Oh no. Anyway. Somebody feel like dying? Just a broad, vague question. No pressure. Or does he help a bit today? I mean, it gave us crit avoid and tenacity as well. And potency. It's all useful. And because we got Asajj stacked up off of that basic revive, she's now doing 18 Ks. This will go down in probably about 40 seconds. All right. Yeah, stop posting support, Kron. I mean, okay, look, it probably catches people off guard if they don't know the mechanics of the matchup because they're just probably copying what's already been done. But yeah, support crown, because it starts you with tenacity up, and because Talon lead gives you turn meter every time you get resisted, I just slam Marin Magic Stealth. She becomes untargetable, so she's out of the pool for getting targeted until the tenacity up is off of her, in which case you're just back to normal matchup dynamics. And it forces you to take a turn, so your Asajj just strips them of their support buff. If they had Attacker Crown today for the targeting RNG that we had, I probably would have lost. Like, just straight up, right? I mean, they did attack Asajj fairly early, that like maybe Asajj would have gone down, but on average, I would assume Attacker Crown would have killed me. They went for Marin a lot. Weirdly enough, applying R10 somehow seems to be causing me to get attacked more. Ever since I applied R10, they have been hitting her a fucking ton. That's just RNG. I'm not. There is no tinfoil, but it is funny. Another bulky LV. Only Arya Marin? Yeah. If they just decide Marin should not be alive, and they have Attacker Crown, I don't know if there's terribly much you can do aside from just like a magic stealth and pray. And even then, if you magic stealth and they happen to kill someone else, you're still kind of sad. Alright, here's the divergent paths. Like, we're holding the shit. Here's my beef with this season. Inside of you, there are two wolves. There's the wolf where we play the 9 to 5 GAs here and just put the lay in the fucking bag and move on with life. And there's a part of me that really wants to just continue to Starkiller against Rey Ezra Attacker Crown just to prove a point. Because that last one should not have fucking lost. They had tenacity down on everyone. EP stun literally just did nothing. If it hit, there's a pretty good chance we would have won fun. So I want the salty run back, but like, I also don't want to just tank my rank this season. So like, am I just supposed to be a good boy? Is this where this shit is headed? Just put the lay in the bag, bro, and move the fuck on with life? Like, in pursuit of fun now, if we can just maintain or climb our rank now, the moment set 25 ends, it's fucking gonna be on. It's gonna be me running my strats at the top and seeing how far this goes, or taking first place. So as annoying as this intermission is, I do need to kind of think about the future. Maybe not this round, though. Hey, wow, the team works. Buttons do things. That's crazy, man. Why did that Starkiller hit? Have to fucking miss. Because now we have to stun. Hey. Wait, it did a fucking stun button. We got the stagger, though. It's fine. We got redundancy. Still, though, on principle, what the shit? This is one of those situations. I mean, he's gonna heal block, which isn't gonna kill us. You are now free. But what? It doesn't necessarily sink us. That does. Does Loyal Hand count as a buffer damage boost? Ray always aims at EP. At least that's true for Warwind. I don't. Maybe it's not true for ults. I mean, given what just happened, I'm gonna assume maybe it's not true for ults. But that's why I took EP to R9 ages ago. Because EP in Differ 3 is basically the tank for the squad. I mean, my EP had no buffs, right? I know I was using Laugh, so maybe that, like, slightly increased her damage. But he was also taking turns, so... She was debuffed when the ult pops. She had offense down. We took, like, 400,000? EP had 0 buffs. Okay, so maybe she can just free target on ult. EP had 0 buffs, we had 0 debuffs. There was no real reason for her also to go crazy unless she was able to aim at Mara. My bad, man. No fun allowed season. I'll put the lay in the bag. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me for my sins. I don't remember what we used last time. I don't really give a shit either. The Meteor Star Killer 330 seems like overkill. It's not. We got Osped at 341 last time. I mean, it depends on your level of player, right? You don't never pick a random number. You try to mod for the people local to you and get a feel for where their averages are at over time if you want to, like, corner skip most effectively without hanging yourself. Oh, wait, I fucking did Flamethrower turn 1 instead of basic. I goofed. If it wasn't clear, I am annoyed at not playing well. My fault. My bad. Next match, we will pull 10 GLs. For tonight, let's just embrace it one last time. Isn't he supposed to save her at half health? But that didn't happen before. Well, why? Why did we not get a SM33 assist? What? Healing immediately is a self-assist. Endure. As overkill as this is, I think this is actually possibly still just correct. Turn meter plus cooldown cycle might just get us back to kick heal faster. Attacker cron down. I mean, the bulk here, I can't see mods, of course, but like the bulk here was roughly equal to last time. So possibly Healercron made a difference, but I still understand why. Because kicks didn't take a turn until after LV fell below half, right? Those dodges are actually kind of sick, huh? We don't want to hit this. At least not yet. Now we do. Like, am I crazy here? LV fell below half before the first kick's turn, right? Are they missing an Omicron? Sorry, no, you all can't see it. It wasn't. It's one exact thing. So Maz, it looks like her basic does healing immunity before it does damage. It does. Okay. So what I said was true. LV went to half before the Kick's turn. But so this matchup is RNG then. And the weaker the LV is, the worse it is for you, unless it's such a bad LV that LV getting Savior proc doesn't matter. Okay, basically, what I assume happened last time was Maz didn't hit the heal immunity on her basic. I mean, we weren't using healer crap, but the point being either way, right? So the LV that I fought last time got half of his health back, and that just threw off the kill timing, because we barely killed it before shit would have gotten ugly, right? We killed him with a Maz basic. That's not... She's not slinging heat. A immediate thought we should make kicks faster than Maz. Right? That's just... You would have that one for free. I know we fought an LV where my SM33 just, like, went and did for a special, and that just killed a man. Or, not killed him, but that took him to a Savior, and then he healed back to full. You guys beat the kicks too? Well, I had Maz, like, turbo, because I was like, okay, you know, we're using special 1 first, that makes sense to me, you know, she gives everyone turn meter and pushes them, you know, that makes sense. Plus, also because, like, it was actually a specific choice, because if Maz goes first, she cleanses, then Kicks' assist call on bricks, because Kicks' first turn right now feels kind of clunky. Although we didn't get an assist call anyway, for whatever reason, so... I guess there was actually functionally no difference on Kicks going first or second today. It would have been... Okay. Is there a conditional for Kicks that I'm blanking on? Kicks. If target enemy is Sith, their cooldowns are increased by 1. Otherwise, call target other pirate ally to assist, dealing 50% more damage. Can I just, like, refund the cooldown increase? Can I just say thanks, but I'm alright? Can we just make LV and Ufu? Well, then that means it doesn't matter, right? Like, everyone can be dazed and who gives a shit because you don't get the assist call anyway. So yeah, Kicks faster. Reading kits is OP. Interesting. Yeah, Kicks Healercron... I don't think this is bulletproof. Absolutely, we're going to want to remod for week 3. Absolutely, like, there are still some major fucking concerns that I have. But this might be the most consistent angle so far. Because, yeah, I think for how it played today, if Maz basically didn't hit healing immediately, I think we're just fucked. Straight up. That might fuck with Gar ASE, to be honest. I think we've done it in the past, and I think it did. But this... stops the tank revive. It's really just a 75% DR. Hey, what's up, Master Kyle? How was the stream, man? Fives attacking at a turn, dealing healing immunity is kind of unpleasant, but won't really happen. We can play around it. I mean, we have this, but... do we even have enough tenacity? Do they have potency? I need like the slightest of top offs. I have some major concerns. I think that the 75% tank DR could just fuck us up. But that's already sucked ass. So who cares? Let's just do it. The buffs are going to fucking hurt. The man needs to die now. Okay, thank God. We got that. Fan service complete. Are we even able to kill Ray? Being real. The tilting might have okay. New policy. If I am possibly in a tilted window, perhaps don't do the game deciding fight next. New corporate policy. Fucking chill. I mean, Ezra, I assume, is just going to focus on evasion for the most part. Oh, it's not Hondo 9. Weird. How did his stun already wear off? That seems odd. The fact that we aren't critting him is denying us some ultras. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Well, the health and protection should be stacking nicely. Seems like as solid an argument to just ult as any. $57. I don't know. I mean, it's cute that Quig can't get stunned, but I don't really understand the Quiggle type. Maybe it's for something other than SLK, but I could tell you for a fact that Quiggle being there opens up Seer. I'm not sure I see the sauce. Long fight, that's all. I think I could see it then, or understand that. What if it's just straight up playing for timeout angle? Also, we should put a SLK on accuracy arrow, I think. It's probably worthwhile for that matchup. I mean, the more bulk primaries you take off of SLK, the more risky you probably are, right? But I don't know, man. As long as Darkray's there, aren't we just chilling on survivability? We get debuffs so much. We have to be like plus 200 plus health and protection, right? I would think. This is probably just gonna suck ass either way, right? I don't see terribly much way around that. They won with QA Attacker Cron. The problem is we would like QA against Ahsoka, which I guess that could be multi-shot. I don't have the highest confidence that this will work, but maybe it can go down swinging. Ew, why is she so fast? Fuck, that throws off the combo. In for a penny, I guess. But now we don't get to do the thing. Inspire does nothing here. Yeah, I was kind of afraid that that was going to happen. And we don't kill here. We could have possibly just timed out with Ben, but there was mechanically no way. I hate to say it, but it would have been real nice to have Saw today. I feel like I remember Ezra's TM never being removed, but I don't know if that's a base kit or what that is. Alright, life removed instead. Good talk. I mean, okay, the targeting doesn't matter. It slightly matters for Inspired, I guess, but he was below, so we weren't getting TM anyway. Can't complain too much. So what? So the angle is you just have to kill Ezra ASAP. If Ezra gets to 50 stacks and doubles his mastery, it's probably just cooked. Alright, if I quit being a bitch about earlier. We just gonna figure shit out. Something about this set just deeply, deeply frustrates me. Okay, if QA versus Ray Ezra attacker is plausible, maybe that's an R10 discussion as well. They were already decently high on the list. We get accuracy. The damage is fucking whatever. It's like 5% Relock Delta, but 25% crime probably won you that race. Didn't we do bulk? You did 25%. Not entirely that I don't believe you, but I also see it with my own eyes, because I think you're right that if I did go that actually might have had an influence. I was hovering bulk, but then I guess switched to... Yeah, I switched to LSD at the last second. Okay. So, yes, but also then what happens when they take TM? Because, like, right, Pow went first, Pow put Ezra into lock, we kill. That sequence was extremely important. Ezra is immune to colon increase. Outside I was getting other colors, but you feel better, yes. The QA opener does still just fabricate a bunch of debuffs, so it is still good for attacker run. What is correct here? Because QA gets speed eventually, but she doesn't start with speed, right? You do get this. If the decoy is alive, which of course with GAC Omicron, then you can speed up on the mass assist if you want to gamble. She does make speed down with the debuff opener, and it can't be resisted. It doesn't have to be Pow going first, though, right? It could be Qui-Gon, because Pow will just assist off of Qui-Gon and gain Star Meter. So Turbo Qui-Gon is the angle, I guess? If the puzzle pieces are clicking into place, we would want it to be Turbo Qui-Gon, would we not? And technically, you would also want it to be Turbo QA to limit or to maximize the speed down delta window. Does that work? Fuck, dude, this is rapidly getting out of my pay grade. Sorry, I didn't see what you were saying. So, I mean, you have to kill us with the AoE? Well, that's not what happened. We put him into lock with the AoE, and then we killed him with a big hit. Oh, you're talking about... You're talking about using the first special firsts? What, just to go for a one-shot or something to skip lock? I don't know if I feel confident in that. Same sequence go into DDI, but like, what was wrong with the current sequencing? Why favor this over that? I mean, I get that you're saying for the 100 speed, but like, redirected blast is single to 60%. Sweeping assault, yeah, it's double to 400. So you're saying the one shot is more likely to put into lock. If it doesn't, though, you're fucked. But this is already kind of staking a gamble that the 260 will one shot anyway, so you might as well play it the other way either way. It might be Padawan Obi-Wan R10. It might be. Okay, so as much as I talked about R10 and Master Qui-Gon in the past, it's true for 33, and it's because I'm playing 5v5 like 33 lately. It's also increasingly becoming true. A fair few fights are becoming POW-centric because we don't have Cam. And Master Qui-Gon still does really good damage, but just by the nature of the tempo of the fights, especially with Attacker Cron, but I would even, right, like how many QA versus Maz fights did we do where like Padawan Obi-Wan AoE was just the thing. It just killed them. And like having a good Qui-Gon was still nice to have because some fights absolutely became a grind fest. And we had to get through Guigel's protection, not just ignore his health. But if we're talking about a first R10 for the team, it might actually just be POW first. It's so fucking bad, though. It's a 140 offense. It's 5% delta. It's 10% accuracy, which is a relevant stat, in fairness. Let's not downplay that. The crit avoidance is in conversation with Ben Solo in some rare circumstances, but not terribly, if we are being honest with ourselves. But this is the situation, right? Like, it's such a minimal impact in R10 POW, and yet for everything that we just talked about, a margin call that narrow might actually just be necessary to try to get the maximum coverage on Ezra for, like, the most mod and Datacron combinations. If we are talking about motherfuckers making a difference, yeah, that actually might matter. Is this an organic answer to tonight's question? A problem arose, or rather, I created a problem by fucking throwing Leia to turn one Drogon flamethrower, not the play. It turns out. And then we find a finally potentially preferable line that needs some min-maxing. What was that remove TM calls on Ezra? His TM was losable, I think. Or at least there wasn't anything in the kit, so I assume it was coming from Ahsoka or General Syndulla. I mean, I know it's like when he has inspired, he can't have TM removed, but he didn't. What was it? I'm fucking lost in this also. There's too many tabs. What is stopping Ezra from losing Terminator? Wait, is there anything? Because it's fucking MJ. Stagger. Works. What am I thinking of? There were times in the past where that dude was immune to TM removal. I don't know what I'm thinking of now. Question 2. Well, I was gonna say, what if Qui-Gon did special 1 first, just for the squad speed up? Well, maybe you don't do that. Establishing bulk is probably more important. It would help build out the speed delta. Are we doing this? It would help Qui-Gon so much more, but R10 Qui-Gon would not have mattered today. R10 POW possibly could have mattered today. Okay, but there is some weird considerations as well of like This makes defense down and offense up, which, like, it's 260% versus 400, but, like, how did the fight play out exactly? Yeah, we had offense up, crit damage up, a defense down on Ezra. Like, are we sure that first special first and the second special is better? Ratio wise, it makes sense, right? You poke with a 260 and then finish with a 400 is like the most natural shit you could possibly imagine. Does he gain offense up before he casts? There are so many goddamn tabs open. It does not. It makes offense up at the end. Does it do defense up before? It does not. I'm changing my next R10 just to not put Leia in the bag. I guess, technically. Yeah, maybe. I guess that's technically what's happening, right? I didn't really think about it that way. Speed of return is not better for AoE doesn't kill. Yeah, but this is entirely about will it kill. So, like... Oh, fuck, man. This is a really suddenly ambiguous math question. Because defense down is minus 50% defense. Offense up is plus 50% offense. So this is suddenly 260 plus possible defense down. Is it resistible? That's just resistible, which means that there's variance, which is... Hi. Yeah, like, offense up is, of course, not resistible, but, like... This is not how this math works, but if you just said 260 plus 50% of 260 is 390, that's extremely not how that shit works, but, like... 10% potency to bow. I'm not worried about the 10%. I'm worried about the 15% on the other side. The non-negotiable. Like, his base is fine. Sounds to me like you are advocating that Relic Delta should also affect base resist chance. So if you have positive Relic Delta, then the base resist chance should become lower, and if you have negative Relic Delta, the base resist chance should become higher. Is that where you're headed with this, sir? Canada Fed, Relic Delta lover? I see you. I see you. Delta should affect tenacity and potency. It does. But I reluctant. We're talking base resist. We're talking the non-negotiables. You trying to talk me into it? He was already on the list, right? I was looking at people who are doing undersizes in the 5v5 meta. It's like pretty high on the list. And like I was already slipping towards power over Qui-Gon, just again by virtue of fights recently because there's no cam. It's no longer the Qui-Gon show as much. So like Pow was already in the conversation for QA 3v5ing shit, and then this is also possibly hitting in the attacker cron meta. Like, right? I don't know. The case is arguably almost building itself. I still tend to lead towards having more. Also, we might just be fucked on the Ahsoka squad now. But I tend to lean towards wanting to prioritize tanks in a lot of cases just for the sheer base stat spread. But it's vesting of tanks during the attacker cron meta seems bad. Possibly fucking don't. It always seems to more damage if you do to a single target. Well, that's what I'm telling you. So the base ratios, it's 260 on the single target versus 200 times 2 on the AoE, so 400. But the AoE makes offense up and defense down. So it gets very fucking complicated very quickly. And you can't count on defense down, but you can count on offense up. So the Bears will be a slightly stubborn asshole. You do the 30% offense, which is quite good. I was already off that idea anyway, because I don't like, we're at the speed down already kind of achieves it. I don't think it really matter past that. Does it give offense? I thought it was health. I like better when everyone gives 30% offense. Holy shit. Alright. No further questions. I wonder if that gets boosted by offense up as well. Nah, I bet it's not. I bet it's just plus 80. Qui-Gon is a good character. Have I ever said that? Have y'all heard this? That is a holy shit. Wait, but it's Relic Delta, but it's only 5%. My Hermodiota is still a Relic level 7 memer. You ever thought those too much already? I think we're right where the fuck where we need to be. I don't think we're over or under anything. I think we're dead on. We just need to maximize a little charge, I think. Can I ult yet? Wait, we ate the revive on what? Totally meant to do that. Wait, no, it is per person. Then perish. Possible healer cron would have been better. Get his armor shred back, and we're doing true damage. What shred? Like, the moment that we do shit like this, she's just gonna start stacking protection back up. See? We just needed healer cron. The Barris, like, Hermidita was not required for Barris. The Barris just went down regardless. We care. We do make some buffs, unfortunately. All faithful. Yeah, the boy doesn't really have much. The boy belongs back on defense. I mean, if this is just wrapping up, then we just have like this plus maybe this plus maybe this. I do want to do a GG attacker crown somewhere, but where? Whomst would it be? I mean, they probably do Zori, but isn't that kind of? I mean, there were like 5. This would be a little bit spicy. I choose spice. They ignore stealth. I love attacker crown. My bad, dude. Is it time for the Delta War? Damn. We couldn't use Delta Ford to overcome a hard counter. I want my money back. Or would this be more interesting against Mace? We bullshit them, they bullshit us. Just a bunch of bullshitters bullshitting. The only problem is because we debuff them so frequently, we'll actually kind of force them to hit K2, I'd imagine. A less than ideal arrangement. One with Enoch. We are holding like 4 teams that could beat this easily. It's not really the point. Come on, me boy. More TM to be stolen here, more exposes to be popped here, but that's not necessarily why we have to do it. That man had tenacity up. Why the fuck did I try to steal his TM? Anyway. Hold my banners! We went from minus 126 to minus 131. Mommy boy. Do you want to hang out or are you in gremlin mode? No, you just want to steal shit. Alright. Okay, Radish does actually kind of tie our hands. Or does he? That man has a lot of shit that roughly boils down to no. No, mommy. Don't be stupid. Jesus Christ, man. I know I have not cleaned my shit up today. It's fine. You don't have to be a critic. And you don't have to steal everything inside either. What about Tuscans? Tuscans do anything? Mo, what the shit, man? Stop. Brother, what? What are we doing? Yeah. Give me that shit. The natives are restless. Alright, bud. What the fuck are we doing? Is it ever JKL? Mommy. Come here. Nope. Normally a very sweet boy, but he's bored as shit. You know, nah, it's so fucking narrow. It's only support to another ally. And this is meh. The TM start doesn't really do anything for us either. I don't think we have maneuverability. I don't think we have motion. That man is not debuffed. We are now free to roam throughout the country. Alright. It did work. I'm gonna assume that K2 wasn't very high potency. I was kind of staking a gamble on that. We had, like, our tenacity bases were probably shit, but you get plus 50% from Finn, and we just grabbed, like, 40% off Macron, and that seemed to be enough to contest the K2. I think if the K2 was removing 50% TM every time, I don't think we could have won that. Straight up. Oh, I'm posting this stupid fucking thing we don't have on. God damn it. This is why we can't have nice things. Hey, where's OG? Oh. I don't want to talk about it. I'll go home. Hey, what happened to my reactive taunting? They don't have the auto dispel support. Yeah, I kind of needed her for that. What? Where? This is just bugged somehow. Is it not, like, letting him convert it into the mace taunt? What are we doing? Why? This man does not seem like he's building crit avoidance either. Is he not a tank? Return to us. What was that? I understand they have potency. But what was that? Are we supposed to be getting 5% crit avoid per debuff? What's his crit chance? 45%? You're telling me we didn't get debuffed 9 times? Tank allies taunt for 1 turn, whatever another ally is inflicted with a debuff. Didn't happen. Okay, so we have to taunt to get the stacking shit, so because we were never getting the benefit. I guess that's why we didn't stack crit avoid. And then because we never got the free taunt either. Okay. Does he not have the mace shit of like convert taunts into? Is that why that's happening? Like, is this a bug or is this just a? Whenever pause gains taunt, he dispels it and gains 2 stacks of resilient defense. Nope, it's a bug. I'm glad we could hash that out. Man, that team actually would be kind of saucy if that shit worked. That would actually not be bad. That team would be weirdly scrappy, I think, if that just worked as intended. Now that I'm thinking about it and processing it, it's like vaguely in the range of like, what if BKM had Mandalore lead? He assists, he auto taunts. You know, the only thing he lacks is self cleanse, but you could technically just throw in Watt. Is that ever postable? No, it's fucking attacker card season. No. The answer is almost yes, but no. Because of the attacker card existing. Yeah, you literally came to the same conclusion I did. It was so close to being cool. Actually close. And then reality returns. Tuskens can't do this, can they? Sire, I require the Kerklunk. That feels kind of Delta-y. Finally, we can play ships. The moment I've been waiting for. This is bad, right? Oh, yeah. Garclady would have been nicer. Brother, you got the full service. What do you mean? Have I not been faithful? You want second breakfast? Come back in approximately 44 hours. That was not 6. After extensive review, we've come to the conclusion. That shit was definitely a 5. Minus 3 turns. I think Shin Basic might have been better tempo. And that is a demonstration of why I am enjoying baiting Balin against Ahsoka in 5v5. Unrelated, I'm sure. Ignore the 50 or the minus 5, whatever it was. I know everything beats everything, but I'm still like weirdly overthinking this shit. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna hit buttons. I don't think we need that. Well, if we're treating this as an efficiency play, maybe we do care suddenly? But they don't assist that much, so punishing one is going to be pretty delayed. What are we thinking? I'm in just kill them mode, and I'd be thinking 5v5 practice. 5v5 practice 5 months from now, rather. Like, exec here is fine. Which means it's probably Sith here, which means it's maybe Rebel here. I think that's correct. Didn't this get really nasty last time or something? I think it just made a bunch of buffs and then they dispelled them, right? That would have been cool to hit. I think we're just slamming this. They got out the formation again. Didn't I just do Rogue One Basic this time? Is it all just coming from Rogue One Reinforcement? Do we literally just need to sit on that ship for a turn? Is that what's happening, I guess? Okay, we tried to kill one of those last time, and that should not do any damage. I think we might have the triple hit Dispel back, which means that we could deny them more damage, so let's just push that. And that should be just about all of their damage presence done. We could maybe push this. What am I even listening to? Yeah, dude, that's for 60 in stacks. That's so pitiful. Bomb defused. Okay. I can't be the only one who hates not having that isn't it this because it's like sitting on the thing. Is it? Enter battle. Okay, this is it. Yeah, I don't remember seeing. Where the fuck are the buffs coming from? Hello? Did I not just hit this? I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's not helping. But we had like 3 buffs per ship or some shit. I mean, it had to be 4, right? Because 4 ships, he got 16. And isn't this supposed to just be 1 buff to the 1 per? Where is it coming from? I have no idea. Whatever. Questions for later. Oh, I'm thinking of the GR opener where, yeah, we're fine. It's on. Am I ever doing this? I might be. I think we're -1. Nope, we got it. I tried to save the death mark for a really long time just to try to get it towards the end of battle. We just had to stall for a lot longer than it looked like was necessary. What's the best we can get here? I still feel like it's kind of bad. Leviathan somehow feeling like it needs a lifter. That was supposed to be Sith Assassin. Whoopsie. Well, if you would like to do something like eat a spy taunt, that would be very funny and also convenient. That is less convenient. Probably a 75. We do have room to stall, but I actually think it's not by much. I know, it's a 74. Fuck, dude. The lack of Sith Fighter sucks. Avert your eyes. Yeah, there's no real way to pick it up. It got us the bonus arm, but yeah, it's just not enough protection regen off that. Unfortunate. Alright. So, a lot of things died tonight, and some things popped up possibly in their stead. I guess it was mostly been the back, right? QA versus Ray. I wonder if this means Leia goes back on defense. I mean, we would have to hold Leia in the interim just to be sure it works. Gar ISU has been severely underutilized. As you see, brother, he killed gas. What do you, I can't run too. He literally killed this team. If you want to have me to have a second squad, you must petition CG to first make it. I'm just one man. I can only do so much. Fuck, man. I'm sad about the pause thing. So close to being cool. Actually, so close. Alright. Well, I intended to play some Tuco, but considering we're at this late unholy hour... Fuck, we didn't even talk about Stranger. I know I didn't do the interim stream yesterday, but I got distracted by the Game Awards. Let's do it tomorrow. We can do some more planning off of today. We are finally at the point where there's some shit to work on this season. Oh yeah, also the Maz thing. The Maz thing, but the kicks... Yeah, there's a lot. There's stuff that we need to talk about tomorrow. Plus, we'll do Stranger Theory Crafting on top. Alright. Thanks for hanging out. Been quite a long time since I streamed at this hour. I used to have a pretty decently sized Aussie audience. It was good times. Anyway, enjoy the weekend. We'll be back tomorrow, but for real this time. Peace.